Okay, and what is the first signification of Saturn? Saturn brings in delay. It won't deny it, but it will bring in delay. From the fifth house, Saturn aspects the seventh house of the horoscope with its third aspect. Seventh house is all about the relationships, the long-term relationships, commitments, marriage, or business. And Saturn in the fifth house lacks commitment. And Saturn is aspecting the seventh house. So it brings in the delay in the marriage due to the lack of commitment. These people will always have the fear to commit to somebody. If you look at these people who have Saturn in the fifth house, otherwise you won't see any problem with their personality. They have all that is required to have a good relationship, yet they lack the commitment. Due to the fear of commitment, the marriage gets delayed. But all this for their highest good and greatest growth. Because if you have Saturn's Rashi into the seventh house, it's better you marry late, because Saturn is giving you the signal to marry late. Okay, you can marry at any time, but Saturn is suggesting you to marry late to have a wonderful life. From the fifth house, Saturn aspects 11th house with its seventh house. 11th house is the house of fulfillment of desires. Saturn aspecting the 11th house will bring in the labha, but it will delay the labha. And labha does not necessarily mean the financial gains. It also means the fulfillment of wishes, the karma, the desires. Now Saturn is delaying the desires. It won't deny, but it will delay. From the 10th aspect, Saturn is aspecting the second house of the horoscope from the fifth house. What is the second house? Second house is the house of family. Second house is the house of your immediate friends, close family environment. You're born on the first house, ascendant, and the house is just next to your ascendant. Is like your immediate childhood environment. Now you have restricting energy into the second house of the horoscope. Second house is also the 8th from the 7th house. 7th house is the house of our partner. 8th from the 7th is our second house. And 2nd from the 7th or 8th from our ascendant is partner's family. Okay, now you are, Saturn is aspecting the second house of the horoscope, and this brings in the delay. The biggest reason for delay in marriage is fifth house Saturn. I have seen this in so many examples that people are having Saturn in the fifth house and they are not married till 30, 32, 33. But it is always for your highest good and greatest growth. Not getting married is far better than getting married and divorced again. So Saturn is restricting the relationship aspect when it is placed into the fifth house of the horoscope. So yes, this was Saturn in the fifth house, as much as I could hold grasp and share with you guys.